Well, I'm speaking for myself. I've been suicidal when I was in high school. I was briefly, and you have more than once. From what I understand, you've tried to kill yourself 3 times. Is that correct?
I tried to kill myself in HMP Winchester in 2016, 2017, and I tried to kill myself when I was 18, 19 years old in Aylesbury segregation unit. And then I've self-harmed over the years, and I self-harmed when I was 13, 14. So two suicide attempts, and I've had other times when I've been very suicidal and thought about, seriously considered doing it.
How did you get through those periods?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I mean, in Aylesbury, I think what got me through it was the only way I could answer that is it just wasn't my time to leave planet Earth. There's nothing I can recall that I did or, consciously planned to do or, took responsibility to make sure that I didn't die. Because I was suffering so much. I was very skinny, very weak. The officers ripped all my hair out. There'd broken bones in my body. I had no water. I was extremely paranoid. They told me that they were going to make sure I ended up hanging from the bars. There was one officer in particular who was targeting me, and he'd come to the door and shake his keys at me. He'd come in the daytime, in the nighttime, he'd shake his keys. So when I tried to kill myself there on the taps with the noose, I survived, and I just got through it. I got, I got released from the prison. When I got released, I got a shotgun, a 410 shotgun, which is a small shotgun. I went to the woods. I planned to shoot myself in the head with the gun. And I remember sitting up against a tree in pain. And I remember I was so lonely. I was crying. I was in despair. I was very confused. I didn't know who to talk to. I didn't know how to talk to anybody. And I ended up medicating with crack cocaine, heroin, alcohol, weed, prescription drugs, going back to prison. Cycle just continued in and out of prison. But yeah, it was very different. I was actually talking about this yesterday on a video about HMP Winchester. In Winchester, my mental health deteriorated very quickly once I went into that prison, because I'd been out for 6 years on license for the crime I committed in 2006. I was on parole for 6 years. Then I got recalled to custody for a parole violation, license revocation for failing 2 drug tests. I had a relationship breakdown and then relapsed into drug use after years and years and years of abstinence recovery. And my mental health deteriorated very quickly. It was traumatic and very disorientated going back into a prison estate after 6 years. The 6 years I was out, for most of that I was working in the restaurant industry. I trained in counselling.